All right, I'm making this video hoping that the experts at Grizzly will be able to tell me why I can't get this cutter head guard for the Grizzly 490 jointer, 8-inch jointer to work. So I appreciate all the help that Grizzly has given me already, to include sending me a modified spring. That's the original one. It's more compressed, and then Grizzly was able to stretch one out so that the spring will stay engaged in the little hole in the guard clamp. But I put it all together and I can't get the guard clamp, or the guard, to turn against the guard clamp and the spring retainer without loosening the bolt that holds it all together. So I would like to, if you'll be patient, I'll show you how I'm doing this. And hopefully one of you will look at it and say, well, that's what the idiot is doing wrong. Here's how to fix it. If you'll just tell me, I don't care if you call me an idiot in the email, but tell me how to do it properly. I will be very happy. All right, so the guard clamp is in. The spring is engaged in the guard clamp and in the notch of the guard. All right, I take the spring retainer with the roll pin installed, put it up against the spring, or up against the guard, holding the spring into the notch. Take the bolt and put it in through that end, through the guard clamp into the spring retainer. Tighten it all the way down. Well, not all the way, like tighten it down so that it holds everything in place. Make sure that, all right, so I've got the roll pin against the edge of the recess there. Everything's in place. Tighten it up just a little bit. Then I put it into the jointer. And at this point, I'll tighten the lock screw there. And by the way, I've tried multiple parts in case like the guard clamp was defective or something, and nothing is working. So at this point, I haven't put any torsion on the spring yet, so it does nothing, which is fine. That's expected. Then I take the Allen wrench. I hold the guard clamp, loosen that, put some torsion on that spring, and tighten it back up. And now the spring is tight. I should be able to pull the guard away, and this would hold steady and then spring it back. But instead, as soon as I pull the guard away, it turns the guard clamp with it, and the bolt loosens, and then the spring loosens. So now there's no torsion. So I can try it again. Holding the guard clamp, loosen that, put tension on that spring, tighten the guard clamp, and again, when I go to turn the guard clamp, or turn the guard, it's going to turn the guard clamp and the bolt, and everything loosens. And that's two. There we go. And then it loosened the guard clamp, and you heard it snap as the spring, all that tension on the spring popped off. So I can try it with a little bit less tension on the spring. I know that the instructions say just to turn it a quarter of a turn, so I'll try that. Quarter turn, tighten it down. And it just sprung again, because when I pull on the guard, it turns the whole guard clamp. It doesn't turn within and the guard clamp stays steady. It turns the whole guard clamp. I have tried graphite, which two different types of graphite to lubricate the surface between the guard and the guard clamp and the retaining spring, or the spring retainer. And that's why you can see some black on the brand new guard, was because this dry graphite leaves some staining. I have tried putting thread locker on the bolt so that the bolt would stay secure in the spring retainer, and nothing that I have done has allowed the guard clamp and the spring retainer to hold torsion on the spring while the guard moves. It always just moves the guard clamp right with it. So I'm hoping somebody has some sort of idea of what I can do differently. Please let me know. Thanks.